Senior Fellow of International Studies at Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, we've already had President Biden speak during different talks with leaders in the region. What's the role Blinken will now be playing in trying to bolster ties between the U.S.?
Well, I think he's going to have to address several issues. Of course, one is that, like other parts of the world, Southeast Asian nations are afraid that they're going to be caught in between China and the United States. In terms of the United States, the U.S. has to show commitment. Part of that commitment is the security, but part of that commitment is also economically. And there, the Biden administration is hampered by the fact that because of domestic politics, it can't re-enter into a trade pact in the region. So we'll have to look for other ways. One of those ways would be relocating or asking U.S. Corporations, such as Apple, for example, that produce en masse in China, to move their production facilities to one of the Southeast Asian countries.
James, how is China likely to be viewing all of this?
Well, it's obviously competition. And Chinese economic influence in the region is very significant. On top of that, two of the three nations that Blinken is going to be visiting this week are nations that have a South China Sea dispute with China. So that plays into it. And the Chinese will clearly play their economic card, and the fact that ultimately these countries geographically are closer to China than they are geographically to the United States.
And James, the countries that he'll be visiting, how do they view their relationship with the U.S. when, as you've been mentioning, many may have ties to Beijing, especially when it comes to economics?
Well, all three countries are countries that have very close relationships to the United States. Certainly Indonesia, certainly Thailand. And Vietnam, of course, has the history of the Vietnam War, but increasingly has become close to the United States and has a historically troubled relationship with China. So I think they will welcome the visit. But what they all want to see is concrete evidence of U.S. commitment.
And it will be interesting to see how the U.S. does show their commitment. James Dorsey, thank you so much.